to my channel. This is Ifeanyi Michael. Today we'll be talking about the internal links in HTML. We're looking at the basic concepts and we'll be looking at the forward and the backward links. Alright, now we're going to be looking at some of the important notes. Now, one of it is that the entire content of a website is usually placed in a folder or directory, and this is referred to as the parent folder or the parent directory. Okay, and the parent folder may contain other folders which is used to organize and arrange files, such as the images, the JavaScript, the CSS, etc. Now, those folders are referred to as the subfolders or the subdirectories. Alright. Another thing is that most times, in order to further arrange the files used in the website, subfolders may contain another subfolder. Not just one subfolder, sometimes it will be like 5 to 10 subfolders depending on how you are arranging it. Like, for instance, you're working on a project, you have some vendor files, you need to create a folder for vendors, you need to create a folder for images, you need to create a folder where you keep in your uploaded files, you keep so many things like that. So you have to properly organize your files in folders and subfolders. Alright, and everything must reside inside one containing folder, which is always regarded to as the parent directory or the parent folder. We can also call it the root folder. Alright, now let us look at an example of this file arrangement in a folder. Now, for illustration purpose, you're having a parent directory here. Now, the parent directory here is the folder that contains the entire website or the entire website files or pages. Alright, including music, the audio files, the video files, your style sheets, your scripting files, and everything that you might be needing on your website. Alright, now the parent folder, for you to easily categorize some folders, for instance, you can't just start keeping your PHP files, your image files, and everything together inside the root folder, and you need to organize it. So inside the parent folder, you might want to create a subdirectory and name it something like images. And probably inside these images, you might want to create other subfolders inside it and name like icon and let's say uploads. Okay, fine. Now, for the purpose of this tutorial, we'll just be making an illustration. So I'll be using dir to reference directories or folders. So sub dir for my subdirectories, and I'll be using file to reference my files. So let's look at it this way. This is our root folder, and we are having file 1, file 2, and file 3 right inside of it. And not just these 3 files residing on the root folder, we also have a subdirectory 1 and we have a subdirectory 2. Now, these are the 2 subdirectories that we have in our parent directory. And we also have file 4, which is residing inside a subdirectory 1. Okay? And the subdirectory 2 also has file 5 and file 6, making it 2 files that is residing inside the subdirectory 2. Now, inside the subdirectory 1, right, let's get back to the subdirectory 1. We're having the file 4 and we're having another subdirectory, and we call it the subdirectory 3. Okay, and this subdirectory 3 is having one file called file 7. And still inside the subdirectory 3, it still further has another folder created inside it, and we call it subdirectory 4, and which has only one file named as file 8. Alright, now let us look at how this thing goes. Now, let's assume you are working in file 1 and you want to make a forward link to file 7 and file 8. Remember, file 1 is right inside the root folder. Okay, like once you just open the containing folder, you see file 1 there. Now, from file 1, we want to make a link, like a forward link, moving forward into file 7. We want to go and fetch file 7 right from inside file 1. Alright, now let's see how it goes. It simply means we are going to reference the subdirectory 1 because the file 7 we are looking for is inside subdirectory 1, but not directly inside subdirectory 1. If you enter inside subdirectory 1, you won't see file 7 there. You need to still move into subdirectory 3 before you see file 7. So for this reason, we are referencing subdirectory 1 / subdirectory 3 / file 7. So with this is a correct link, and we can actually fetch file 7 right from inside file 1. Okay. Now, when we are looking at file 8, you can't just get file 8 inside subdirectory 3. You still need to move further inside the subdirectory, and that's the subdirectory 4, and we get we get file 8 there. Okay, so that's how we get our subdirectory. So when getting files 8, we will link to subdirectory 1, subdirectory 3, subdirectory 4, and then file 7, and using / to demarcate. Alright, so this is the proper way you can make your forward links to wherever you're going to. That's to say, like, if maybe I want to make a link to file 5, I would have just used subdirectory 2 / file 5, and then I will get file 5. Alright, now with all these kind of forward links and this link to file 8 is called deep linking because from the root folder we are linking deep into a nested folder, which is the subfolder. We move into subdirectory 1, into subdirectory 3, into subdirectory 4 before we get the file 8. So it's called deep linking. Alright, now let us assume again that you're working on file 7 and you want to make a backward link to file 1, file 4 and file 5. It is very, very simple. Now what you're just gonna introduce here is the double dot and forward slash, which simply means step backward, a step backward. Alright, now let us see how we can link back to file 1. Remember, we are working on file 7 this time around, and file 7 is residing in subdirectory 3. Now, for you to go and link back to file 1, you must have to step out of the subdirectories, come outside subdirectory, and then come outside subdirectory 1, and then you get to the root directory where you can see the file 1. So all we need to do here is just take double dot forward slash file 1. Now the first double dot is saying get out from subdirectory 3 because that is the current folder where we are working on. And once you come out of that place, automatically you'll be on subdirectory 1. Now the second double dot there is saying take another step backward again. And now when we take another step backward, we are now seeing ourselves inside the root directory. And that is where our file 1 is. So we are referencing file 1 from there. Now let us see how we link to file 4 also. File 4, because file 4 is residing they are neighbors, okay? They are neighbors, we call them neighbors because file 7 is residing inside subdirectory 3 and file 4 is residing inside subdirectory 1. Whereas subdirectory 3 is also inside subdirectory 1. So that it's just as if the current directory we are working on is same thing as it is also located inside the subdirectory 1 where the file 4 we're looking for is. So all we need to do is just to jump and take a step backward from subdirectory 3. Automatically we'll be on subdirectory 1 where we can find our file 4 and we link up to it. And that is why we're having just one double dot and forward slash. Okay. Now linking to file 5, logically, if you are thinking the way I'm thinking now, logically, you will know that you have to go out from subdirectory 3 and then go out again from subdirectory 1, which makes you to come back to parents directory. Then on the parent directory you see subdirectory 2 where you can now link to file 5. So that is this. You take a step backward and we are on subdirectory 1. Another step backward, we are on the root directory. And then on the root directory now, we will look for a subdirectory called subdirectory 2. And then right inside of it, we'll request for a file called file 5. And that is it. So let's assume again we are working on file 8 this time around and we want to make a backward link to file 1 and file 6. Now, we can do double dot forward slash double dot forward slash double dot forward slash, but that will be looking kind of weird. Okay, so we have another better way we can do that. We can just instruct the link to just get straight down to root directory and get me file 1. Alright, we are inside file 8. I remember file 8 is deeply nested. Okay, so we don't want to take the stress or the pain of using double dot slash double dot slash. So all we need to do at this point is just introduce a single forward slash. Now this single forward slash means just catapult yourself from wherever you are and get down to the root directory. So we normally make use of the backwards only once double backward slash when you are linking out from a deeply nested folder. Okay, so with this we have already jumped out from subdirectory 4. We are now on the root folder and now we are requesting for file 1. Alright, and so for the file 6 we also need to do the same thing, but this time around we are going to make a reference again to subdirectory 2. So we just move down to the root directory and then locate subdirectory 2. Right inside subdirectory 2 you see file 6 and we link up to file 6 because we are working on file 8. Okay, so this is how the forward links and the backward links looks like. So to further refresh your memory, let us explain this. Double dot forward slash, like I said, simply means to go back one step from the current folder or the current directory. Okay, and double dot forward slash and double dot forward slash means go back 2 steps from the current folder or directory, whereas only one forward slash means go back to the root folder or to the root directory. Okay, so now let's jump into our computer and practice what we've learned.
Alright, so here we are now on our desktop. This is the folder I've created. As you can see, the folder is empty, there's nothing inside. I call it my web. So this is actually the folder that we're using to show you the sample. Let me go ahead and open up in my browser. Okay, so this is top and text, and I've already opened my web. So right now, this is so just go ahead and click on my web new folder, and I'll name it enable. Okay, and I'll still come over here again, click on folder, and I can name this special folder. I can name this CSS. Okay, and now inside this folder here. Okay, so let me go ahead and create a file. Now create a file, and I will name this file. Okay, I will name this file. Alright, so as you can see, I've created the file now, and I'll go ahead and open up my installation outside. And go ahead and open up my demo tab. Fine, so I have my web link, internal link, demonstration. So, okay. Alright, so I'm set and done. Now that I have it, let me just go ahead and make a structure for my home page for this index page. So I'll have a division here, and this is B, okay? And for the B, I'm going to just open it like this. Close it. Now, inside this view, I'm going to have my navigation. My navigation. Now I'll use this navigation for my naming navigation. I'll use it for my naming item. Okay. Alright, so coming down to the body of this file, so I'll have to here I'll call this top content. Alright, so and right inside this page I'm gonna have input site. Alright, so for the purpose of this particular tutorial, we're talking about linking. So I'm going to be linking up some pages here. So I'll go ahead and still create some files over here. Let me create a new file, and this other file I'll call it the About Us page. Let me create it. About Us.page. Alright, so as you can see, we're having three files here: the index, the contact, and the about us. Okay, so let me just copy paste what I have here. Okay, so I just tested everything, so let me go off. Fine, so come to this point. I'll send it to about us, and then I'll send it to contact us. Alright, nice. talking about the links, I'm gonna create some links here, and inside my image, nothing is here yet. I'll definitely put in some images. But first of all, we're going to show how we can make some links in our file here, and we're having an anchor. I'm going to be using the anchor tag. So, come on, and open my anchor. Okay, I'm trying to make it simple to avoid much confusion. So, anchor is how it is. Now, like you all know, the anchor tag, you use the anchor tag to link to another page or image or any other file. Okay. Alright, so here's gonna be the code. Let me put it down for the people. Okay. Oh, this is about the starter. Alright. Now, remember, I'm working inside the index of the HTML file. So since I'm working inside the index and I want to rename it. Now, I'm currently on index, and remember, this index is residing in my root folder, which is in my web folder. Let me show you from the folder to tell you what I'm saying. Alright, this is the root folder, my web. I opened it, and inside it, I'm having three files: the index, the contact, about it. And I'm having two subfolders, the images and the CSS, right? Okay, so right inside this place, I want to link these three files together. So you see that it is very simple and easy to link all these things together, because that the three of them are inside the same folder. So it ain't going anywhere. So all we need to do is just put in the name of the file. Since both of them are residing in the same place, they already know where to find themselves. So just here, I'm going to call this one index.html, and I'll bring this one to about us.html. I'll bring this to contact.html. Alright, so copy it here and paste. So since all the pages will be having the same, so I have to copy and paste to all of them. Paste all. Alright, so you can see how easy it is to do. You can use just a simple link, internal linking, linking within the same directory. Okay. Alright, so let us try to preview and see what it looks like. So I'm opening it on my Mozilla Firefox. Alright, welcome to my homepage. I'm actually working on the index. So when I click on about or page, when I click on about, let me show you this thing. Alright, now when I hover upon this, look at the bottom here, you see the link going to about us. So you see the link there. When I click it, it takes me to about us. Click on this, it takes me to contact us. Click back on this, it takes me to the home page again. Alright, so our links are working. Now I'm gonna update some images and folders right inside the other one so I can explain further. Alright. Okay, so if you look at it now, you can notice that I already have users. I created another folder called users, and inside this I have account, and we're going to create a file inside this account, and we see how we're going to link it back to all these pages here, and how we can also forward from here to this page. Alright, and inside my images now I have I have just one image here, and I have these three folders: buttons, icons, and frames. Each of these subfolders there are having images inside them. Alright, so I will feel like my CSS is equal to create a file, and now nothing is inside. So we're going to look at it from here. Fine. Right inside my Scotland text, you can see the subfolder that I have created right inside web. Inside my web, I'm having three folders inside: 1, 2, 3, and these three files. And I have this subfolder called images, and right inside I have all these ones here. Okay, just listen and watch follow me attentively so you will not miss out anything. Alright. So once inside here, I'm going to add one more link. I want to link forward to a file that I'm yet to create inside users. Okay. So I'll come to this page. Okay. I'll just come here. I want to link. Okay, let me just create the file first. Inside account. So I click on account and new file. So I'm going to call this one. Alright, I'm going to call this one now. Okay. Okay, let's call this one index. Okay, so call it this. Okay, so okay, so like the user account and then the details of the user. Right? So we're going to have this. So one more thing I'm going to do is to copy this thing that I have here and set it inside my details. Okay, but I'm going to actually change the link here because if you look at it now, I am inside the subfolder. I'm not just the subfolder, I'm inside the second level subfolder. So I'm going to link it back like this index is here. For me to make it accurate, I will show what I mean. I'll show what I mean now. Let me come to the index here and add one link. So link. Okay, and I'm linking now to account. I'm moving inside. So I'm moving to account from the repo now. Moving to account. No, not account, users. So moving to users, then account, and then get details. Details. Alright. So that's sorry. I'm going to actually update this notation. Okay, just copy it and add it up on order. And about it. Contact it. And save everything that I made. Save all. Alright. Okay. Now, on the details, which is right inside the account, I'm going to change this and I'll call it user account. User account. Okay. Now, let me save it. And refresh. Refresh my page. Oh, I didn't. Okay. Oh, sorry, I didn't complete it. I'll do the user, and then click on top. Sorry, that's one mistake. Wait. Alright, so save all. And refresh. Now I have user. So when I click on user, it takes me to user account details. Alright. But now when I try to click back on index, this is what I get. File not found. That is simply because I didn't use the link properly. And if I over it, look at the bottom of the file. Look at the bottom here. When I over on this, you'll notice that the link now is my web user account index.html, and that is the wrong URL. Okay, because I didn't link this properly. Once you link up, once you make your link to the plain like this, the browser assumes that this file you are requesting for is within the same folder as the current file. Okay, so since it is what I'm looking for is not in the same folder as this details, I'm going to make it point to the right file. And how do I do that? I have to backlink here. So just to double click and backtrack. Now that I've done this, I have jumped out of this account. Currently I'm inside user now. Let me show you what I mean. Let me show you. Before I refresh, take a look again at the link. Now we are on users/account/index.html. Now let me refresh it. And I point back again. slash index of HTML. Now that is to say that with my double dot and forward slash, I've been able to move away from the account and I've entered that inside the user. So I need to still add another one, and this takes me out of this account. And currently now I'm inside my web. So index is inside my web, and that makes it complete. Right? So I'll go ahead and do this one for this one. Alright, and I'll save. No, let's go back and refresh. Now, look at the link again. And you see now my web index original. So I can confidently save it and bring it back to the home page. Okay? And even when I go back to that user, I can confidently navigate the contact of page. You see that? So that is how you do your linking. Very simple and easy. Okay, that's about this and that. Now, even if I don't want to use this way, another thing I can do is to use just this. Let's see how it goes here. Refresh and back here. You see, it still works. It still works. So even without having all these dots with my one slash, I'm telling it to get away from wherever you are and return to the root folder, then get me a file called index.html. So I might not necessarily need to do all this. I can simply just do all these things like this, making it HTML and save that. Alright, so that is the best way to do your linking. So we are still going to do other ones. So just say you have to rotate and close it. Alright, so right now we're going to go ahead here and create some little stuff again. Right on index page, I'm creating a view here, and I'm giving it a class of row. Okay, and that's called row. And right inside of it, I'm gonna have another view here. Okay, in the class of image, and I'll go ahead and link up my image inside. So I'll make it now, which image am I going to look at here? I'm working on index, and the image folder is actually on top of the root folder. So I want to image here. I want to pick up image from here where I call bosses. So I'm linking down to image slash bosses slash lens. Okay, and alright, so and alright, so here I'm going to have another video. So I'm going to do in the video, and I can just put a little right outside here. I'll say just keeping it simple. Alright, so I'll go ahead and just do alright, so this one I'm trying to make a link to screen. So probably here I'm going to have okay, let's call it inside the frame I have what we call and I have another one here. Frame slash one. Okay. So having this like this, let us see this image to us. Please be back. Fine. All of them are there. They're all out. They're all displayed fine on this. Okay. Now, I'm going to come to, let's just do something on this about us here. Okay, so on the about us page, okay, look about us, and I want to have something like this here. You can do it here. And I want to put up on the icon, so I'll just icon black. I have icon logo, icon logo, 3D dot png. Go ahead and click start. Using the one and type. Alright. And I'll take it. So let us go back and about the page and the image right after. So we see that the links are working, it's working properly. Okay. Now let us see how we can actually call a friend image from here. Alright. Now coming back to program image. Now inside users, okay, I'm going into the details, and on this details here, I want to just display an image on the details right here. So what I want to display here now is just want to display something. So I'll put up an image first. Also, now what image am I going to put it? Let me put another. Okay, I just added an image right on the images folder. I got myself, so I'm just going to link up from the person. Now, since I'm working inside here, I can't just go and link into images. It will not work because, like I said earlier, this will assume that the image folder I'm trying to get is residing within an account, which is not. So I'm actually going to do something like this. I must have to get down to this folder because on the root folder is where the image is residing. So all I need to do is take the password and get down to the root folder, and then I can now call image drag what myself dot jpg. Okay, it's as simple as that. So okay, try it. Giving it a week of let's say and save this file. So even if I want to link into this other one, then the same thing, must start with this, then images, then any folder that you want to link into, and then the file that is inside the folder. That is how you do your linking, and wherever you are, it must work. So like I said, this single forward slash is taking me straight back to the root folder where I left off, and then coming back again from the root folder where I think that images and that images is found and stuff there. Okay, so if I don't want to use this, I can easily just use double slash like this. Okay, but like I said, it is better this way. Okay, so let us try it like this. Let us see if it works. I'll just put the link here, so I'll go back here and user. Oh, it didn't show up. So let us find out what we noticed. Okay, now this is myself.jpg. I want that right. Myself.jpg. Okay, so let's find out. Alright, so simply because you're making a link, you're making a reference to image this one not just a file, but an image file. So we're going to put the complete string, and let us see how what is going to happen right now. Save it, okay, and let us refresh it. So refresh it. But our image is out, okay? So the image is just fully out right now. So see how we do the link here. This link in here is quite different from the same kind of link that we do here. This is forward link because the image is decided on the same folder as this index HTML. So we just link it forward. Go into images and place all these ones here. But inside the cell, you have to go back. Go step backwards and you get into the cell. And then another one again to move out of the user and get to the image. And then you get images and then my stuff will get it. I hope this is very clear. You'll get what I'm saying. Alright? So if you have to do a link, if you have to write a CSS code, let's say I want to write an external CSS, I'll come out, let me come up here and create a CSS file. So I'll just create a new file here. I'll save it as style. Okay. So that was what we're saying. I'll start doing my stuff. Now looking at this place, I have all my let me just work on this now. I'm going to use this one here. Class and sorry. Okay. So I'll go to the same place for this one. So it doesn't have any. Alright, so go ahead and send to this one. Okay. Oh, sorry. Never wanted to use this as name. Okay. Just come here and do that. So, come on now. Come here. Okay, come on now. Okay. Because moving this. Alright. So I'll go ahead and take everything. Alright, so let me go to this design. Do some little styling. First of all, I'm going to work on that now. So I have it before. I have my body to be having so on my map I have a map with class of name. So part of it. And so right here I'm going to use the background. I will now follow and I'm going to use the background color. Black. Okay, so for the anchor tag here, for the anchor tag, I'm going to change the color to white, and I'm going to change the text to the color. Yes, no, remove the underline. Okay. Alright, and for now I think that's it. Oh, okay, I'm just do some little styling. pattern to the pattern to the sensitive. Right. So that's that. Okay. Alright, I see. Now for me to make this work, I'm going to link it up to HTML. So this is my index. This is my index. The folder. I'm going to link my CSS into it right now. So this is the link of my CSS right now. So I'll use the link style. Just the link style. Now because I'm inside the index, I can do this in my border link again. And all I need to do is just to show the CSS style. Okay. So if this works, you can see the text on the page as well. So let me see. Okay, just add one more of this. Type text and click. Then press refresh. Go back to home. Right, so you see our link, our menu. You go to the particular link and here is our menu. Okay, you can nice, right? Okay, so let's go back again and link it up to, let's take this code here and let us link it up to our data. So come to our house and link it here, come to contact and link it up here. Okay, now then on the details, I can't just link it like that, it's simple. Okay, I have to do a backend to get to this page. So simply take my www.forward/. We are moving to CSS and then find the CSS. And that's how you link it, because we are linking from the file that is supposed to be in the subfolder. Okay. So let's go ahead and save all and go back. Okay. Contact us. Okay, it works. And contact us. No working on the one. Okay. It's not working on the contact us page because we didn't use this class. So up to that class. Alright, so let's log go to user. Now consider that our user is also like that. So just like this, we have been able to create links. We link up external statistics, we link images, and we link to different pages. So I believe this video is very helpful. You can actually drop your comments immediately. If you find this video, if you're having some challenges or some questions you might want to ask, you can drop your comments below. Thank you for watching.